Alex Eala stages grand comeback to reach Abu Dhabi Open quarterfinals. Manila, Philippines. Alex Eala pulled off a thrilling 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 5. Come-from-behind win over Belarus' Alexandra Sasnovich to advance to the quarterfinals of the 2026 Abu Dhabi Open at the Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates early Thursday in Manila. Eala rallied from a 2-5 deficit in the third set to stifle Sasnovich's charge in a match that lasted 2 hours and 51 minutes. Eala will face second seed Ekaterina Alexandrova of Russia in the quarterfinals, who defeated Diana Yastremska of Ukraine 6-3, 6-0. TMT. Alex Eala's triumph, a grand comeback and the heartbeat of Philippine tennis. Abu Dhabi, UAE, under the bright lights of the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open, at the Zayed Sports City International Tennis Center, Filipino tennis sensation Alexandra Alex Eala penned yet another chapter in her rapidly rising career, one filled with resilience, grit, and unshakable belief. In a dramatic round of 16 clash that had fans on the edge of their seats, Eala fashioned a breathtaking comeback to secure her place in the quarterfinals of the prestigious WTA 500 tournament, reminding the tennis world that she is a force to be reckoned with. The setting, Abu Dhabi Open and stakes at hand. The Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open is one of the early highlights of the tennis calendar, attracting elite players from across the globe. As a WTA 500 event, it carries substantial ranking points and is a bellwether for form and confidence leading into the bigger tournaments of the season. For Eala, now 20 years old and ranked within the top 50 in the world, this tournament represents both a challenge and an opportunity, a stage upon which to test her mettle against seasoned competitors. After a commanding straight sets win over Turkey's Zeynep Sönmez in the first round, a match in which she displayed strong baseline control and tactical awareness, Eala lined up against Belarus' Alexandra Sasnovich in the round of 16. Sasnovich, a seasoned tour veteran known for her counterpunching and consistency, was a staying test, but Eala's journey through this contest would become the headline story of the day. The match, a comeback for the ages. From the outset, the match looked poised to be a tough battle. Sasnovich fought with poise and pressure, capturing the first set 6-2 and showcasing why she is regarded as a dangerous floater on tour. With a steady rhythm and ability to neutralize power, Sasnovich took control early, leaving Eala battling not just points, but self-belief. But in sports, and especially in tennis, momentum is a living, breathing thing, one that can shift with a single point, a break, or a surge in confidence. Eala, after absorbing the disappointment of the first set, regrouped. She recalibrated her aggression, trusted her weapons, the left-handed spin, penetrating ground strokes, and a sharp sense of court positioning, and began to wrest the match back. With each rally, she chipped away at Sasnovich's lead. The second set became a testament to her maturation as a top-flight competitor, as she clinched it 6-4, stealing crucial points at pivotal moments. The deciding set was an epic of its own, a tense, tactical duel of wills. At one point, Eala found herself in an alarming 0-4 deficit, teetering on the brink of exit. But rather than capitulate, she harnessed a blend of precision and daring, grinding back into contention. The crowd, electrified by her refusal to relent, swelled behind her every rally. Then, when it mattered most, Eala's clutch play propelled the match into a tiebreak. And in that nerve-jarring finale, up 6-5 in the breaker, she summoned every ounce of her competitive fire, closing out the match 7-6, 5. The victory was not merely a scoreline, it was a statement of character, of a young athlete growing into herself on the global stage. What this means, a breakthrough moment. For Eala, this victory goes beyond the technical. It is symbolic of a new phase in her career, one where belief matches ability, and momentum becomes a companion rather than an afterthought. Just months ago, back home in Manila, she was a central figure in the Philippine Women's Open, an inspiring, historic event that marked the country's first WTA-level tournament. Though she exited in the quarterfinals there, the experience sharpened her resolve and reaffirmed how far her tennis journey has come. In Abu Dhabi, her performance signals a readiness to challenge the elite. She will face second-seeded Ekaterina Alexandrova, currently a top 15 player on the WTA Tour, in the quarterfinals, a matchup that not only promises fireworks but also a chance for Eala to further cement her ascent. A profile in courage, the rise of a Philippine icon. Alex Eala's tennis journey is a compelling story of ambition, hard work, and resilience. Born in the Philippines and trained in world-class academies abroad, she rose through the junior ranks and became a household name in Philippine sports after historic showings in junior Grand Slams and early success on the professional circuit. In 2025, she reached new heights. She captured her first WTA title, winning the Guadalajara 125 Open, a milestone that marked the first WTA singles title for any Filipino player. She stormed into the U.S. Open main draw, where she staged an unforgettable Grand Slam comeback to beat the 14th seed, Clara Torzen, in 3 sets, another moment that placed Filipino tennis in the global spotlight. She continued climbing the rankings, eventually breaking into the top 50, a rarefied territory that reflects consistency and excellence on the WTA Tour. Her growth hasn't been without setbacks. Losses in tough finals, such as at the Eastbourne Open, taught her resilience and the importance of drawing strength from adversity. Yet through every high and low, one theme remains ever present: Eala's refusal to give up. The cultural impact, beyond the court. Eala's performances resonate far beyond the white lines of the tennis court. In the Philippines, where basketball and boxing traditionally dominate the sporting conversation, her rise has ignited a new narrative, one that elevates tennis as a sport of possibility for young athletes. Her matches are more than competitions, they are collective experiences for fans, moments of pride that unite communities. Chants of Eala reverberate not just from Filipino supporters abroad, but from tennis enthusiasts around the world who admire her heart and tenacity. Young players now watch her matches, inspired by her left-handed forehands and backhand slicing through the wind. They see a pathway, one that suggests representation and success are not only possible but achievable with dedication. Her presence on the world stage is a beacon for a new generation of Filipino athletes dreaming of global sporting impact. Looking forward, what's next for Eala? As Eala prepares for her quarterfinal clash with Alexandrova, expectations and excitement collide. Alexandrova is a formidable opponent, a player with experience, power, and precision, but Eala's recent form and mental toughness suggest she will not be outdone easily. Regardless of the outcome, reaching the quarterfinals of a WTA 500 event is itself a significant milestone in Eala's career. It represents continuity of excellence, a momentum that will serve her well as the season unfolds into bigger tournaments such as Indian Wells, Miami, and the Grand Slam stages.